What's up, homies? It's Azza, and I'm back with another book-related video today, and I'm so excited for this one. I have a huge haul to me from Barnes & Noble because they're so expensive. And I got them free of charge because it was a Valentine's Day gift. I was given a budget. I spent the entire budget. So I was just gonna go ahead and show you what I got, and yep, I'm just grabbing them out of the bag in no particular order. The first one is Verity by Colleen Hoover. You will see the trend for this book haul is that I stuck to books I had heard about on TikTok or on YouTube. I think I heard a lot about these on YouTube. I haven't been on Book Talk a lot. I get a couple of things here and there, but not a whole lot of Book Talk is on my For You page. So Verity by Colleen Hoover. I have not read any of her books, so I'm pretty excited for this. And this was one of them that I watched a YouTube video and it sounded good to me, and something like I might enjoy. And then I got a second one by her, Ugly Love, because I heard about that one and it sounded like something I might enjoy too. And yes, excited to read these two books by her. And interesting enough, I follow Anna Todd on Instagram, and she did a live and it was with Colleen Hoover, and I was like, this is just another reminder to actually check out some of her books because I know a lot of people like her and she seems to have so many books out right now that are so popular. The next one I got was one I think this was on the Book Talk table, but I had never heard anyone talk about it on YouTube or TikTok, and it just sounded interesting to me and I was attracted to it because I hadn't heard someone talk about it. You know, it wasn't like, oh, I know the plot of this book or I know the gist of what it's about. I get to read it without having any prior expectations for it, and I also got it because it was buy one get one 50% off. They had a bunch of those, and it is The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. I am still congested. That in my head saying Kuang sounds so ugly just because I'm congested and I hear it and it's like really nasal in my head. So I'm sorry if it sounds like that in the video, really nasal. I'm just still kind of congested. So this one. So the next one I got was A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair. I picked it up, read the back. It seemed really interesting. It's Hades times Persephone, and so it's like a modern Greek mythology story. What's interesting is that this one girl saw my stack of books. She was an employee there at Barnes & Noble and was like, show me what you got. And then we started talking about books and stuff, and I got on the topic of like, oh man, I was trying to find this book. I like screenshotted it from TikTok or like liked it on TikTok and I could not find it. It was kind of like a spicy book that I was interested in, and she was like, well, our shelf back there is spicy books, and this was on that shelf. I didn't even realize this was supposed to be a spicy book, so interesting. Going off of that one, this one is A Touch of Malice. This is the third book in the series. When I read the back, it sounded really good. I'm just telling you. Let me show it to you real quick. If you want to, I didn't read this part. I just glanced at it. It's kind of wild. I love Greek mythology and I love kind of modern retellings of that. I asked someone that worked there to take me to the section to get the rest of the books, and they didn't have the second one, so I just had the first and the third. I'll be ordering the second one, I guess, off Amazon or something. I live far from any Barnes & Noble. They're like an hour away or more. So I got another Book Talk book, Beach Read. This one is like so popular, I guess. I hear everyone talk about how good this one is from last year, and I was like, I'll give it a try, and it was the buy one get one 50% off. It wasn't my number one of what I was interested in from the Book Talk section, but it was a cheaper one, and I was kind of just like, let me grab something popular that sounded good, sounds lighthearted. It's a simple romance if you don't know about it. And then the next one, you know, the girl I was telling you that I had a book conversation with that was an employee there, she recommended this one, Crier's War, a duology by Nina Varela. She explained it to me, made it sound really interesting. I haven't read the back. She said science fiction, enemies to lovers. I was like, okay, yeah, I got you. I'll get it. And it was buy one get one 50% off. That girl was so nice and I really enjoyed talking to her. I doubt she's watching this, but if she is, and you remember my face, it was a pleasure talking to you. And of course, the last one is another super popular book from last year, Book Talk book, YouTube, booktube book. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by B.E. Schwab. I've heard such mixed reviews on this one that I definitely wanted to read it myself. I wanted one in the original cover, but Barnes & Noble only had their special edition, which was this red or a blue special edition. And it was expensive. This was the most expensive book I got. It was $29.99, which I was not happy about. I mean, like I said, it wasn't my money, but it made this whole stack of books like really expensive. Because I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books, and it was $130 something. So big shout out to my boyfriend for splurging on me for Valentine's Day. I love you. I hope I enjoy it. If not, cool. I hear it's supposed to be like a classic in the future and blah blah blah. So those are all the books I got today, but I got a couple books like last month when I went to Barnes & Noble. I happened to be driving by one and I was like, I'm gonna go get just a couple of books. And yeah, I haven't read them yet and I haven't even taken them out of the bag yet. They're sitting over there in my room. Let me grab those and I'll show you what I got just to have a bigger book haul. So because I am super duper broke, and when I went to just pop in Barnes & Noble because I was like, I need to get at least one book for myself and treat myself, I ended up getting 3 because they had the buy one get one 50% off. So None Shall Sleep by Ellie Marney. I haven't heard people talking about it. I haven't seen it on BookTube or Book Talk, but I'm not super present on Book Talk or BookTube. To be honest, it was kind of hard picking out books at Barnes & Noble when I went that time, off the buy one get one 50% tables, because the backs of them just all sounded so boring to me. I was like, I see this one's supposed to be popular, this cover's really pretty, but reading the back, it sounds so boring. Or just like the story that's been told a million times. And I was like, I want to read something a little bit different, interesting, new, not just a romance story where they're high school sweethearts or enemies in high school and they're both troubled teenagers and end up connecting from their troubled past. I don't know, that's just common and boring in teen books. And not that teen books are bad. I love YA. I mean, you've seen the book haul. Anyway, this one right here was something I don't usually go for. It's kind of like a mystery murder thing, psychological thriller kind of thing. I just prefer like fantasy and science fiction and getting lost in a new world, and I enjoy these books as well, but just like I said, not my go-to. And the next buy one get one 50% off I got was Master of Poisons. This one's kind of like dystopian sci-fi fantasy, not super sci-fi, but mainly fantasy and magic and stuff like that. And so I don't know, the back caught my attention. It didn't absolutely make me want to read it. I wasn't dying to just buy it and start reading it as soon as I got home, but it sounded still interesting to me. And it was also a standalone book. That's what I kind of looked for in these two, was just a regular novel, non-series, because I didn't feel like starting a 5, 6, 10 book series and having to buy all those books because I'm broke, okay? It's like midnight here, so I'm tired. Then I had to succumb and buy a book that I know is super popular, and this one, when I heard someone describing it, they made it sound so interesting and like something I would absolutely love. And so I got The Love Hypothesis. This one just seemed like a romance I would actually like. I'm not super into like cheesy cliche romance. It sounded a little bit different from what I've read. I don't know, weirdly in a way I feel like I can maybe connect to it a little bit more. Not that anything in this book has ever happened to me. Maybe connect to the characters a little bit and just the time of life I'm at right now. This is kind of my timeline. It's not like a teenage romance or like an adult like in your 40s romance. It's a PhD student, and so I was like, bet. So yeah, that concludes all of the books I have recently bought. The ones today and the ones from last month that I still haven't read. If you've read them, let me know your opinions on them. Don't spoil anything. Or if you have other book recommendations, I'm open to taking those as well. I definitely want to be reading more and buying more books because it just makes me happy, fills me with that dopamine and serotonin. So that is it. I'm just going to be rambling at this point if I start talking about anything else. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in another video. Bye!